Hi guys, this is Observer Canadian. I'm John. We're here today. We're going to have our first look at the Pacific First Aid 72-hour survival kit for one person. Let's just get right into this thing. Backpack's not bad. There's no external, well, there's one external pocket in the bag, so you can put some other stuff in here. It's got that nice reflective tape, so nobody's going to run you over. Got a couple of little pouches on the side for water bottles. And if I get these going the right way. Now, this opens right up. So let's take a look here. Now I'm going to set it down here out of the way. Throw that off to the side. So we'll get into the regular stuff first that all these kits have. So it's got 6 pouches of water. Now, water is always good to have in an emergency situation because you never know when you're going to get water. We get the MREs, the energy rations. Now remember, this is for one person, so you get one package of these. What else we got? Reflective vest. Always good if you're walking down the road or if you're doing something to have these in these packs. 2 heavy-duty utility tarps. Usually you only get one, but those are always good to have. Put those off to the side here. Now, I took a quick look in this earlier, but I haven't gone through the actual pouches yet. There's a couple of pouches in there. What do we got? 3 12-hour yellow glow sticks. Usually you only get 2. Sometimes one if it's only one person. The first aid kit. I haven't gone through this. You know what? Let's just get into it. This is my optional, number 8. You know what's nice about this? This is the first one I've seen that's actually sealed. Set that there for now. Let's see what we got in here. 3 gloves. 3 gloves. Now, is that 3 pairs of gloves or 3 gloves? Now, this opens up pretty big too. Oh, nice. Now this I did not expect. Considering it comes from a first aid company, I was kind of worried that it didn't have much of a first aid kit, but it actually looks pretty good. And yes, that's my everyday carry. So we'll just start here. What do we got? There's a couple of pouches here. I like the way this is set up too. This is pretty good. Some wet naps. Looks like 3 of those. For external use only. Oh, benzene. And some, I imagine these are alcohol. Oh, no, more benzene. What do we got in here? Oh, yeah, there's 2 of the pairs of gloves. I'm not sure what this is. I have to read what that is. 2 hand cleaner wipes, no. Not even sure what these are. It's for injection. Sterile, not for injection. Sodium chloride. Inhalation solution. Oh, okay. Antiseptic, wipes, splatter, hand cleaner, towel pads. This is basically a trauma kit. A couple of bandages here, non-adhesive. Let's get all this put back in. So here's 2 of the pair of gloves. 1 large pair, 1 large pair. I think I see the other one there. Yeah, and another pair of gloves there. So you get 2 pair of gloves, scissors, tweezers, pencil. Don't want to touch the tongue compressors. More sterile gauze. And we get into this section here. First aid response card, some tape, a couple of gauze rolls, cold pouch, another larger, couple more larger gauze pads, 5x9, emergency rescue blanket. Those are always good to have in there. Looks like a couple of triangular bandages. Yeah, and then the respirator. This is actually a pretty good kit. Make sure everything fits back in. Get this in there. This is actually a pretty good little first aid kit. A lot better than some of them I've seen. Alright, so there's your first aid kit. Got all kinds of good stuff in there. Put this rig in so it doesn't get lost. You really can't put too much more in there either. Unless you're like me and you have your suture kits, which I have actually had to use. I'm not getting into that. Alright, so what else we got here? So we got another blanket, the rain poncho, some matches. These are not strike anywhere, so you got to keep this dry. Cordage. Cordage is always good. I'll have to check that out and see if that sets on fire easy too. What else we got in here? We got a set of AA batteries, a keyless whistle. Looks like it's from Fox. Yep, it is Fox 40. Those are the really good ones. Your emergency preparedness guide. Well, it's always good to have. Take that out, read it, see what's in it. In your kit, what you should have in your kit. I notice none of these come with money. That's the one thing they tell you should have. Alright. And the second to last thing is, I knew this was in here and I was looking for it and didn't see it. So that's for your batteries. A little radio. You know what? We're going to give it a quick little try here. And then I will take the batteries back out. There again, this will be going to the Scouts in the fall. There we go. It's got a plug there for your earphones, FM. Okay, it's pretty loud. It works. Okay, yeah, I didn't have it up very loud. Alright, so this is just your basic little radio, nothing special about it, but excellent to have. If there is an issue, you will be able to get some news in that. And music. Music always helps. Why do I have an ant crawling up my leg? He wants to come and play with this too, I guess. Anywho, so there is your Pacific First Aid 72-hour survival kit for one person. Ah, wait a minute. There is one more thing. Now You notice there was no water purification tabs in this. Let me get these batteries put away, and instead of giving you water purification tabs, which means you have to be able to collect water, which means you would have to let's look this up so you guys can see it. And then I'll put her away. Anyhow, so no water purification tabs, no way to hold water. However, it does come with the life straw. These things are amazing. I love these things. This is actually what I got my daughter when she went up to Sioux College for outdoor courses and that. So instead of boiling water all the time, because they weren't allowed to have open fires, wood fires. They had to have some kind of other way to heat up your water if you wanted it, but they still had to strain it, boiling it for purifying. Gave her one of these too. She didn't have to worry about that, and she could drink anytime she wanted, where a lot of the others couldn't. Anywho, so this is their 72-hour survival kit. So I am guessing they think 2 of these will last you a day. Now the water totally depends on where you are, your weather conditions. Obviously, if it's hot near like Arizona or something, you're going to need more water than say if you're, in the summertime. If it's spring and fall, you're not going to need as much water depending on how much you exert yourself. But this looks like it's a really good kit. Love their first aid kit. The basics, not too many of them give you a vest like that. I've seen some of these with just like tape. You just tape on yourself. The vest is a great idea. You actually get 2 blankets because there's one in the first aid kit too. The whistle. As far as I'm concerned, one of the best whistles you can get from Fox 40. P-less whistle. They're very loud. And that's it for the kit. And that's Pacific First Aid. Can get some books from them. They're price books. And everything, this is actually reasonably priced. I'm not going to go through the book because I don't think you want to see me flipping through pages going through a book. Go to their website, Pacific First Aid. They do all kinds of trainings. They are from British Columbia, I believe Vancouver. Go to their website. In Vancouver, they do all kinds of training courses. They are all certified in first aid, and they do all kinds of first aid training. And great people, very, very nice. I contacted them and told them what I was doing with the scouts, and they jumped right on board and didn't have a second thought about sending me this kit for them. So this will be going to the scouts. Get a hold of Pacific First Aid if you like this one. It's got a few more stuff than some of them. Some of the smaller stuff they've left out, like sewing kits and that, but they more than make up for it with the life straw and their first aid kit, and a couple of blankets, the vest, and that. So really good. Backpack, small, light. You can add some stuff to it, and so there you go, guys. Pacific First Aid. That's our first look at them. Hope you like what you see. Get in touch with them if you need something like that. It's always important to have it. And they're at, there you go, right there, www. Pacific First Aid. And they've even got a phone number on here, 604-638-1228. So get a hold of them if you need something. I believe they sell all this stuff separately too. Any of your first aid needs, you can get a hold of these guys for it. I believe you can build your own pack with them too. So get a hold of these guys if you need it. Definitely anybody on the West Coast is going to need it. Your first aid kit. I'm not telling you which one to get. This is a really good one. Really good company. Get a hold of a first, or not a first aid, but get a hold of a 72-hour kit somewhere. Keep it in your house. You always have to remember how many people are in your house too. It could be, parents with a couple of kids. Think about that. You're not just preparing for yourself, you're preparing for your family. So, take a look at that. You can download some of these, what you should have in your 72-hour kit, your preparedness kit. Every government in the world, as far as I know right now, is telling people, be prepared for something. I know I live here in Ontario, Canada. We've got regional governments are telling you should be prepared. Provincial governments are telling you to be prepared. Federal government's telling you, and I imagine it's the same everywhere in the states too. Your counties, your states, the federal government are all telling you you should have a kit like this. So, and I don't think the governments are in cahoots with the companies that make and sell these kits. So if somebody, telling you you're not a prepper if you have one of these, you're being prepared. As some people don't like that term prepper, but it is what it is. Whether you consider yourself a prepper or just being prepared, you should have a kit like this. So, anywho, I'm not going to preach to you anymore. I've done that in other videos, and I finally got my camera fixed, so you can actually see what I'm doing. The last couple of videos were pretty dark. I don't know how the settings got changed, but went through it. So, this is Observer Canadian, and you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Observer Canadian, I'm John. Have a great day.